Hello everyone, welcome to the final part of the Ikran tutorial. So far you should have your guy pretty much almost done. We still have to do the stomach. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to wire him up. I did wire a few parts of him already. I did his jaw and his legs and his back. Like I've stuck a wire all the way down here. I'm going to show you how to do the wings, and then once you figure that out, then you'll know how to do everything else. Okay, so I'm using the 16 gauge wire. It's called bead landing wire. I get it at Michael's. This is how we're going to wire him. Alright, so we're going to start at the tip here, and in order to do this safely without breaking any bands, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth through the loops. So I'm going to stick my hook through the blue loops here at the end, then I'm going to bring it back through the next set of loops, and so on and so forth. We're just going to zigzag it through the loops of bands. This is going to make sure the double looped bands don't break. Instead of ramming it through the bands, we are zigzagging it through the loops, which ends up working a lot better. And we are only worrying about the top row of the wings. We don't have to worry about the rest. So we're going to do the same thing across the top row, just zigzagging, I was going to say zigzagging in and out of the loops. I'm using my teeth to pull on the wire, which probably isn't the best idea, but whatever. Yay, it works. Haha. Alright, and then you might have to like maneuver it down a little bit. Like I just had to. Alright, so we're just zigzagging in and out these bands. Okay, so once we've reached... Ooh, careful not to break any. Once you've reached the other end, it's pretty squashed looking, so I'm just going to maneuver him down. Then once you've done that, you can bend the end, and you kind of just want to stick it back in through a different set of bands, which is probably the sloppiest part of this, is because you don't want to, because you want it to look nice, but at the same time it's like very annoying. So if you really want to, you can just fold it and just leave it there like that. Okay, do the same. Make sure he's not too squished. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you have wire cutters to cut the tip. Same thing, we're going to just fold the end like that. Yay! So that is how you add wire. So I just put it through the top of the wing. You can put it through the face. Okay, so the mouth can open and close. Alright. Put it down through the tail and put it through the legs too. So doing the same technique we just did, the zigzagging, just do it that way. Alright, so now we're gonna work on the stomach. What happened was I was filming before and the fire alarm went off, so I had it done up to here. So what you can do is just put it in the center of the screen, just pause the video and copy this. This is, all of these are double bands, except this is a double looped horizontal. This one, and this one. Alright, and they're all double white bands. Alright, these are two blacks, black and a white, black and a white, black and a white, black and a white. Okay? The rest is all double bands. These are all two bands, two bands, two bands, two bands, two bands. The only double looped are these three horizontal bands here. And then I capped off with a white. I wrapped it around 4 times. So if you want to pause that and just copy that, okay. Alright, so now that you've put this on your loom, let's put our loose bands on the edges, which are body colors. So grab your body color. I'm going to put 2 here. And I'm going to put on the edges too. So, okay, so we want to put a loose band on all the edges. Alright, I'm going to stop there temporarily so I can loop this. So dig down, grabbing the top 2 bands. Ooh, my ears are ringing. Who's talking about me? Loop up. Stop there. Let's do this side. Oops. Don't let those loose bands fall off because we need them for the attachment. They are very important. Whoops. Okay, then we can just loop up this last set. Alright, so we gotta loop up this one, this one, this one, and just loop up. Okay, loop up this and this. Okay. Alright, now we are just going to tie off our end. I'm going to use, actually, no, I'm going to use 2 white bands here. Okay, use 2 white bands here. Come on, there we go. Okay, then we can just pull this off. Alright, once you've done that, pull all the bands outward to the edge. Okay, so grab your guy, face him upside down. This is going to be the neck portion. So we are going to begin attaching it right under the head like this. So the thinner end, where we put the double looped horizontals, is going right under the chin, right here. Okay? That's it. So what we're doing is we are going to grab here the tip where you have 2 bands. We're going to grab one of them and we're going to bring it through the body, just like this. Okay? So actually, you know what? Let's do over. Turn the head to the side, go through the first set of bands here behind the jaw, and then pull through. Go through the next set of bands on the side, and pull through the next one in order. Go through the next set, pull through the next band, go through the next set, pull through the next band, next set, pull through the next set. So you get it, it's just we're going in order, pulling through from the side. Okay, and this last one here on the side, you know, we kind of ran out of space, so I'm just going to pull it through these kind of bands here. Doesn't really matter. Alright, now you're going to stick your hook through the first loop, grab the second loop, bring the second through the first, then you're going to bring the third through the second, and the fourth through the third. So you're kind of just stitching it together. 5th through the 4th, 6th through the 5th, 7th, try again, 7th through the 6th, 8th through the 7th, and 9th through the 8th. Okay, now once you've done that, we just want to grab like a holding hook or something. I'm just going to grab this pencil and stick it through this end loop here so it stays in place whilst we do the other side. So we are just doing the same exact thing, turning him to the side and pulling the loops through in order. Again, this last set, I'm just gonna randomly bring it through here. Alright, so same thing. Starting with the first set, hook through, grab the next set, through, grab the next set, next set, next set. I don't know why I'm saying set. It's not a set. It's just... Alright, so once you've gone through the other side, you're going to grab both of those loose ends, pull that pencil out, so you have two loose ends here. Oops. You have two loose ends. You're going to grab a C-clip, take your hook, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go through some random bands in the body here. Doesn't really matter which ones you go through. Okay, so I just went through some bands there. Make sure it's not tight on the other side, and then just C-clip it. C-clip those loops. Okay, and then when we add the final stomach part, that will be hidden underneath as well as these. Oh, yay! He's gonna be so cute. Hee hee. I just like to look at him because he's cute. Alright, so let's do the final part of the stomach. We need two looms put together like this. Alright, we can do this, guys. We're on the home stretch here. Alright, you're gonna grab alright, this is mostly white bands here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab two whites, then a white and a stripe color. For me, that is black. Okay, then two whites, then a white and a stripe. Then two whites again, white and a stripe, two whites, white and a stripe, two whites, and two whites. Okay, now we're going to take two whites like this, and you know, let's just do it like this. Two whites here, two whites here, two whites here. We're not going to go to this final row, so we're only doing 5 rows here. White and a stripe, two whites, two whites, two whites straight across like that, two whites diagonally, diagonally again, and down, and then white and stripe color diagonally. Alright, so white and a stripe here, then two whites the rest of the way, two whites here, white and a stripe, two whites, white and a stripe, two whites, white and a stripe, two whites here, white and a stripe, two whites, then white and a stripe, then two whites, white and stripe, two whites. Alright, we're going to do our horizontals now. So, grabbing 2 whites across here. Then 2 across all 4 here. 2 across these 3. And these 3. 2 across these 3. And these 3. 2 across these 3. And these 3. 2 across these 3. We're leaving that one empty. 2 across these 3. Then we are double looping the white here and here. Okay, cap off your end here, wrapping it around, creating 4 loops on that peg. Now we're going to grab our body color and we are going to put our loose bands just on this side. Okay, and 1 at the bottom there. Alright, we're going to loop. So dig down, grabbing the bottom white bands here, grab the 2 diagonals. We're going to loop all the way up this column. Stops. Urgh. Okay, let's go up here, grabbing the top 2 bands. These 2, then these 2. And this guy. Okay, let's grab a white. Let's do body color. Just kidding. 1 body color band. Do your slip knot. Make sure it's secure, because especially if it's a metallic or jelly, make sure that it stays on there. Okay, then you're gonna pull this off. Okay, so this is 1/2 of the stomach. We're gonna make the other half. Pull your loose bands out toward the edge. Yay. Alright, let's make the other half, which is going to be opposite of this. So, white bands here, then white and a black, 2 white, white and a black, 2 white, 2 white again, white and black. Alright, 2 white, 2 white again, white and black, 2 white, 2 white. Alright, 2 white diagonally, and again, and again, and again. Then you want a white and a black here, and white here, here, and this way, and here, and here, and here, then a white and a black here, like that. Alright, 2 whites here, white and black here, 2 whites, white and black, 2 whites, 2 whites, white and black, 2 white, 2 white, white and black, 2 white, white and black, 2 white, white and black. Okay, we're going to do white and black here, and whites the rest of the way. Alright, let's do our horizontal whites, 2 at a time. Okay, cap off your end, wrapping it around, creating 4 loops. Alrighty. Now, grab your body color. I'm going to lay those on. Just like that. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our other side. We're going to flip it upside down so it looks like this. The tying band is at the bottom. Go through the cap band and wrap it around the tip here. Once you've done that, you're going to go down and loop up these 2 bands. Okay, then you're going to lift that up. And we are going to wrap the next set of bands. So go through the next loops. Don't go through the blue, the loose bands. Don't go through those bands. Just go through the white loops. Wrap them around here. Okay, once you've done that, you're gonna loop up these 2. All right, and then these 2. Alright, we're going to loop all the way up this row. Except that last set, obviously. Now here, we're going to go through the next set. Alrighty, so go through the next set of loops here, okay? Not the, well, I mean, sometimes you can't help going through the blue or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm going through the wrong side, that's why. Go through this set here. The white and the black. Okay, wrap those around the white and the blacks. Loop up. Then we're going to loop up the rest of this column. Okay, then we're going to go through the next set here, which is 4 white. Then dig down to white here. Then we're going to loop up this column. All the way up there. Okay, then you want to go through the next set of loops on the side. Wrap them around this set. Loop up here, then grab the top bands here. And we can actually lift up a little bit from down here so that your bands don't break if you want to. It's up to you. Just don't lift up too much. Alright, so after we've done that, we want to go through the next set of loops here. Loop over. Okay, and you want to go through the next set. Loop around here. Loop up. Go through the next set. Loop up. Go through the next set. Loop up. We can lift up a little bit more if we want to. Go through the next set. Roar. Wrap around. Loop up once. You can lift up a little more. Go through the next set. It's like a chant. Go through the next set. Oops. Wrap that around there. Loop up. Okay, we can lift up a little more. Alright, let's go through this next set here. Wrap that around there. Loop up final 2 bands and these final 2 bands, and we are going to tie off with a blue band or a body color, whatever your body color is. Tie it nice and tight, and then we can lift up the rest. We're almost done! Yay, I'm so excited! Right, so your stomach should look like a boat, pretty much. Make sure you pull all your bands to the edge. Some of them might be a little tangled, but hopefully not. Alright, so that's what it looks like. Cool, right? It's probably a little lopsided, but it's supposed to be like that. So, grab your guy, put him upside down. The stomach, we are going to see how it's angled, with it's like pointed here. This is going to be placed just like this. So you're overlapping a little bit of the neck here. Okay. This is how we're going to place it. Make sure all your loose bands are out. Alright, if you have some fiber fill, well, you can stuff it with fiber fill after, which is pretty cool. So, we're going to start with the tying bands up here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, let's say I'm going to go through, this is a little trickier, this one. But, you know, just kind of do what you did before. Alright, let's see. This tied band here, I'm just going to bring it through the loops here. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to go through the set here and pull the next band through those. It doesn't matter which set you pull it through, as long as they're pretty much right on the body below the loose bands, if you get what I mean. Okay, so let's pull the next loose band through the next set in the body. Next one's going through the set of stripes here. Wonder how many of you are perfectionists with this like I am. A lot? Are a lot of you perfectionists? Or are you just pulling it through, not caring where it goes? Okay, this is the last set on the wing. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to pull the next one through the leg here. And then we have one more here. Alright, and just like before, starting at the top, go through the loops, pull, and just stitch them together. Make sure you don't miss any loops. If you miss one, it's not a big deal, but it just looks nicer if you catch them all. Ooh, looks like this one. Okay. Alright, well, let's see this one first. Haha, I am a perfectionist, so I am fixing all these. Ha 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 ha. Alright, just stitching them. Once you've done one side, you can move on to the other side. We can actually stuff it at the very end, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to use my pencil to hold it there whilst I do the other side. Alright, so I'm doing the same thing on this side. was the wrong set. But the, oops, figures that got tangled up. Here we go. Let me know if this guy was harder or easier than Taruk. I have a feeling it might be more difficult, but let me know what you guys think. Hopefully it wasn't extremely hard. Okay, so same thing here. Stitching together. Okay, and then we have one left here, which I'm just going to, let's see, oh wait, I forgot this one. This one I'm just going to bite off, because I don't want it. Okay, so we have our two loose ends here, and like we did with the neck, we are going to secure them with C-clips and hide them underneath. So I'm lifting up. Oops, this is his crotch. Sorry, dude. I know I'm invading your space here. It's kind of, this is hard because you just want to go through some random bands here. Pull those two bands through. And then you just want to, whoops, C-clip them and tuck them into the crotch. Yay, there he is. Oh, and then if you have the fiber fill, which I do somewhere, where is it? Just grab a bit of it, and we're just going to lift up an area somewhere in here on the side here and just stuff it in. Just kind of maneuver it around in there and stuff it up. And there he is. So there is your Ikran, wired up his antennas as well, so do that too. I think he looks really cool. I hope you guys like him, and I hope yours turned out really cool too. Yay! And he can, let's see, he can pose up and he can fold his wings back like Ikran actually does. It kind of, when it stands up, kind of folds its wings back. So cute. But I think I'll leave him out like this. Alright, so definitely show me pictures on Facebook and Instagram of your creations, everybody. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it, Regina. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely show me pictures of yours and your whole group of avatar creatures. So here's Neytiri, which I have to fix her wing wiring, but yeah. Yay! Yay, Banshees! I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you for the next tutorial. Have a happy, happy New Year. See you on January 2nd for the next one.